Welcome back to Geometry Classroom. Today we'll talk about surface area of pyramids, cones, and spheres. We have two main objectives: identify the pyramid, cone, and sphere, and find the surface area of pyramids, cones, and sphere. Good. As we know, a pyramid is a 3D shape, right, with only one base, right, and the other base reducing to a point called apex or vertex. All edges of a pyramid meet at the vertex or at the apex. The name of a pyramid is given by the name of its base. If it's a triangle, we say triangular pyramid. If it's a square, we call square pyramids. If it's pentagon, we call pentagonal pyramid, and so on. Now, for how to identify bases in a 3D shape solid like the shapes I mentioned earlier. For pyramids and cones, usually the base is the bottom of the solid, right? The name of the pyramid is given by the name of the base. So we have square pyramids and so on. Important, a pyramid has only one base, not two bases, like we have for prisms. Attention, a sphere has no base, right? Good? Again, surface area has two components: base area, which is the base, the area of the base, or the area of the bottom, right? And we have different shapes, we have different formulas for area of the base. And lateral area, which is the area of all faces of the solid except base. Again, surface area is the sum of the area of the base and the lateral area. Good? So, this is the formula for surface area equals sum of the lateral areas and the base area. As we can see here, we don't have 2 times b anymore. Why? Because we have only one base. Good? Now, first type of pyramid is triangular pyramid. For the surface area of a triangular pyramid, we have this formula, right? Where the first term is the area of the base, right? The bottom, right? Is the base of the triangle times height divided by 2 plus S1 is S1, S2, and S3 are the area of the faces, right? Which are the triangles. Good? Let's have an example. Let's find the surface area of this triangular pyramid. Now, to find the surface area, we simply find the area of each face plus the area of the base, and we add them. As we can see in this case, for this pyramid, right, we have the base of an equilateral triangle. All sides are the same, right? Now, let's find the area of the base. We have its height, we have the base. We simply find the area of the base by multiplying the base 6 times its height 5.2 over 2, right? Because it's area of a triangle. Plus. Now we need to find the area of each face, right? We have all of its faces of this pyramid are the same. Why? Because the base is a equilateral triangle. All we need to do is to find the area of one such triangle, and then you multiply by 3, right? So you're gonna have 3 times base of this triangle, right, of one face, right, would be 6 times height of this triangle, right, is 8.2 over 2. Then we find surface area equals. Now, as we can see, 6 and 2 can divide out. So you're gonna have 3 and 1. Here, 6 and 2, we have 3 and 1. Then we multiply the remaining factors. 3 times 5.2 plus 3 times 3 times 8.2. Right? So let's find this sum. Yeah, we multiply 3 times 5.2 plus 3 times 3 times 8.2, and we hit that. So we got 89.4. Yeah. So surface area would be 89.4. Again, units are square yard. Good. Another case is surface area of a square pyramid. In this case, the base is a square, and the lateral surfaces or side faces are triangles, right? And again, all sides faces are the same. Why? Because the sides of the base are equal, are the sides of the square, right? So, in this case, we have this formula. Surface area is the area of the base, is b squared, because it's a square, right? Is the square of the length of the side, plus 2 times b times s, where s is the height of the side face. Good? Let's have an example. In this case, let's find the area of this square pyramid. Again, we use the formula surface area equals b squared plus 2 times b times s. Right? So, surface area would be b is 2 millimeters, right? Is the length of the side of the square, the base. And s is the height of the side face, which is 10 millimeters. So we plug it in. So you're gonna have 2 squares plus 2 times b, again is 2, times 10, which is s. Right? So surface area would be 2 squared is 4, plus 2 times 2 is 4, times 10 is 40. 4 plus 40 is 44, and now the units, square units, or square millimeters. rectangular pyramid, right? The formula for surface area is given by this expression, where L is the length of the side of the rectangle of the base, B is the width of the base, the triangle, S1 is the height of one side face, and S2 is the height of the other side face, right? So let's have an example. Now, as we can see, this time the side faces are not equal anymore, congruent anymore, but they are equally in pairs. For example, this one, this side, this face, right, is the same as this face, right? Why? Because they have the same base, right, which is the width of the base. And the other faces that are congruent in pairs are the back side and the front side, right? Why? Because they have the same base, which is the length of the rectangle. Good? Now, let's use the formula of surface area to find the surface area. First, we calculate the area of the base. The area of the base is the area of the rectangle, right? So, which is 11 times 12 plus 2 times the area of the front triangle is the base, right? Which is 12 times height, which is 10.6. Right? And then we have another pair of congruent triangles, the left one and the right one, which is plus 2 times 11, the base, times height, which is 11 also. Right? So, surface area would be, let's find using calculator. We're going to have 11 times 12 plus 2 times 12 times 10.6 plus 2 times 11 times 11, which is 628.4. So 628.4, again, units, square yards. Good. Another type of pyramid is hexagonal pyramid. For a hexagonal pyramid, surface area is given by this formula, where A is the apothegm of the base of the hexagon, B is the length of the side of the hexagon, right? And S is the height of the side face of the pyramid. As we can see, we have 6 side faces, and all of them are the same. Why? Because the sides of calculating surface area of hexagonal pyramid. Now, we know the surface area, right, would be the area of hexagon plus six times the area of a, let's say, area of side face, right? Now, let's find the area of a hexagon. To find the area of a hexagon, right, this one, we know, because it's a regular polygon, would be 1/2 times the perimeter of the hexagon times the apothegm. To find the apothegm, we know the apothegm is the segment that joins the center of the base with the midpoint of its side, right? So this is A. So you're gonna have something like that. Where A is this one. This side is 12, is the same as the length of the hexagon, and this is 60 degrees, right? Now, to find A, we use the formulas that we know for a 30, 60, 90 right angle. Now, this is the longest side, right? And the longest side, right, is twice the shortest side times square root of 3. But first, let's find the shortest side. The shortest side is half of the hypotenuse, which is 6, right? So, the longest side, which is the apothegm, would be the shortest side, which is 6 times square root of 3, right? So, we found the apothegm. The perimeter of the hexagon would be the sum of the lengths of the sides of the hexagon, because all sides are the same, and there are 6 such sides. The perimeter would be 6 times 12, which is 72 feet. Right? Good? Now, the area of side face would be the area of one triangle, which is the base, right, is 12 times height divided by 2. So, you're going to have 6 times base is 12 times height is 14, right? Good. So let plug in here. Surface area would be 1/2 times perimeter is 72 times apothegm is 6 square root of 3 plus 6 times 12 times 14 over 2. Good. Now we can simplify here 72 and 2, and we get 36 and 1. Here 6 and 2, you get 3 and 1. So surface area would be 36 times 6 times square root of 3 plus 3 times 12 is 36 times 14, which is would be 216 times square root of 3 plus 36 times 14. Let's find how much it is using calculator. So 216 times got 878.12. Yes? 878.12, again, square feet because it's area. Good? Now, let's move on to another shape. This time we talk about cone, right? So a cone, the surface area of a cone, will be given by this formula. I will write for you larger. So surface area will be pi times r squared plus pi times r times l, where r is the radius of the base, right, the circle, and l is called slant height, is this one. Yes? The lateral surface is the surface of a sector of the circle. Now, let's have an example. Okay? So, find the surface area of a right cone. We use this formula. So, we know r, radius, which is 5 meters, and L, the slant height, is 10. Right? So we plug in, surface area will be pi times r is 5, we square 5, plus pi times 5 times 10. Right? So 5 squared is 25 pi, right? Plus 5 times 10 is 50, 50 pi. If you add these numbers, you're going to have 75 pi. Let's find, using calculator, how much is 75 pi. So 75 times, here, hold on. Let's approximate by 3.14. Yeah? And we get around 235.5. Yes? Yeah? 235.5. Yeah? Units are square meters. Good? And the last one, a sphere. So the surface area of a sphere, right? I'll write for you here, is 4 times pi times r squared, where r is the radius of the sphere, right? And let's have an example. Here, surface area of this sphere would be 4 times pi times r is 4, right? 4 centimeters. But don't forget to square. So 4 times pi times 4 squared is 16, right? 4 times 16 is 64 pi. Let's approximate 16, 64 times pi.